Now we will find out the fate of Jinwoo's companions upon entering the double dungeon. So let's begin with Solo Leveling episode 1 and 2, the bitter fate of the hunters as they enter the double dungeon. And if you are new to my channel, don't forget to follow and subscribe to stay updated on my Solo Leveling anime recaps. Thank you very much, let's go! This boy has been called the weakest weapon of mankind, just because every time he comes back from a mission, he gets hurt all over his body. The boy's name is Sung Jin-woo. He is a level 1 hunter. He has been doing this job since he graduated from high school, but it's not because he likes it, just because he is poor. It's a very dangerous job, and Sung Jin-woo is only a lowest level hunter. Almost every time he comes back bruised and battered. The rewards from the Hunter Association are only enough for him to barely support his mother's hospital bills and his sister's college tuition. The magical items obtained by other people's tasks are exchanged for weapons, which can be used to defeat more powerful monsters, and he can only exchange money for his mother's treatment, still empty-handed. This also caused him to be on the verge of death many times. After being attacked by a lowly level 1 monster, he lay in the ward for several weeks. He was once trapped in a maze until he ran out of ammunition. In short, it is only in front of the lowest level of monsters that for Sung Jin-woo, it is also a matter of life and death. This is a construction site in S-City. The huge underground teleportation channel of the City of Monsters has been fenced off by construction. A middle-aged hunter sits in front of the food truck at the construction site. Kim Sang-shik, your coffee is ready. Today's group station will also be hard for you. Kim Sang-shik responded that it was just his job. Just then, a slightly fat man walked over and greeted him. Long time no see, can I join you? Lao Pu, didn't you say you don't want to be a hunter? What wind brought you here? Isn't your wife pregnant with a second child? I can only go back to the old business to make money. I haven't done it for so long and I don't know if I can do it well. There's no job that earns more money than this. On the other side, the male lead Sung Jin-woo also came here. The hunter next to him reminded him not to get hurt this time. Sung Jin-woo said that he would be careful. Mr. Song Chi-yul, who was in the distance, also greeted the male protagonist after seeing him, asking if he wanted to come over for something to eat. But Sung Jin-woo said that he had already eaten and that he would go to the portal himself and wait for them. Lao Pu asked Mr. Song Chi-yul with some doubts, "Is this kid very powerful? Everyone seems to like him very much. It's normal you don't know. This kid came after you quit. He now has a very special nickname called the weakest weapon of mankind." Lao Pu asked him if he was really that weak. Mr. Song Chi-yul responded that the title of S-Class Hunter is the strongest weapon. This kid can be injured and hospitalized in the lowest level of level 1 dungeon. Definitely the weakest. Sung Jin-woo, who had not gone far, was very helpless when he heard it. He thought to himself, can't these two uncles wait for him to go far and discuss? I heard it myself. Then suddenly, not far away, a girl shouted, "Jin-woo, why are you hurt again?" The girl's name is Jo-hee, and she is a healer. Generally, when a hunter group goes on a mission, they will call a healer team so that injuries during the mission can be treated in time. Jo-hee anxiously asked about the injury on Sung Jin-woo's face, complaining that he is always injured, which worries her. Sung Jin-woo said it was just a minor injury and nothing serious. Jo-hee asked him why he didn't ask her to join the team last time. This would help him heal. Sung Jin-woo said it was just a level 1 underground city, and he thought he was fine, so he didn't teach her. In the end, everyone else was fine, only he was injured. I just blamed myself for being too weak, he said, and said it's okay, I'm used to it. Soon it was time to gather. A middle-aged man with long hair said he was leading the team this time and asked if they had any comments. The man's name is Song Jin-woo, and he is also a hunter. Kim Sang-shik said that this is your level, Mr. Song Chi-yul, highest I agree. Lao Pu also said no problem, it's safer for you to lead the team. The other hunters present also agreed. Sung Jin-woo also said respectfully to Uncle Sung Jin-woo, please take care of me. Kim Sang-shik motioned for Sung Jin-woo to squat behind them this time. Don't get hurt. Sung Jin-woo said he would be careful. At this time, Jo-hee called out to Jin-woo to come in quickly. Soon, Sung Jin-woo also entered the teleportation channel, but what he didn't know was that today his fate would be completely changed. Do you think Sung Jin-woo will be injured again this time? Probably not. This is just an underground city. And there are also Mr. Song Chi-yul, Kim Sang-shik, and the others with him. It should be fine. Are you in a hurry? I've been with the Hunter Association for so long, and I've never seen him without getting hurt. I hope they're all safe. The screen changes. Inside the dungeon, Sung Jin-woo is injured again. I'm sorry, can't you be careful? I'll ignore you again. Jo-hee asked, puzzled why he just refused to give up being a hunter. Sung Jin-woo can only awkwardly recall that this is his interest. If you don't become a hunter, you will be bored to death. But he thought to himself that he couldn't tell her because he was poor. It would only make it more humiliating. But it made Jo-hee even more angry. You dare to laugh? The wound is about to open. I see your interest is in masochism. If you play twice more, you may have to meet your end. At the same time, Mr. Song Chi-yul and the others are all working hard to kill the monsters. Monsters were knocked down one by one. After the efforts of the hunters, the battle soon drew to a close. After the battle, Captain Mr. Song Chi-yul asked everyone to take out the magic crystals they got. Even if this magic crystal is a C grade 1, prices also exceed 50-0. However, Jin-woo is only a first-level hunter, and he killed the fewest monsters in battle. In the end, Jin-woo was only divided into one piece and one level. Magic Crystal. Sung Jin-woo looked at the magic crystal in his hand and thought, I want to risk my life and get so many injuries every time. Is it worth it to only get one such magic crystal? Just when Jin-woo secretly sighed, it was difficult to turn around. A team member at the back said he found another dungeon entrance on his side. The hunters soon arrived at another entrance to the dungeon. The entrance looks like a cave. It's pitch black, and there's no end in sight. Captain Mr. Song Chi-yul leaned on the entrance of the cave and sighed. Does this double dungeon really exist? After speaking, a light orange energy condensed in his hands. He threw it into the hole with a whoosh. It didn't take long for the energy mass to hit something and turn it into a pillar bomb. Obviously, there is an entrance blocked inside. I don't know what magical beasts will be in it. Then Mr. Song Chi-yul said to the others that if the monsters were not cleaned up, the portal would not be closed. So far, there has been no response from the portal we came in. It seems that there is a castle of monsters in that hole. Originally, this situation was to be reported to the association, but in that case, the Fort of Monsters might be snatched by other hunters. Then wouldn't we lose a lot? Then Mr. Song Chi-yul suggested that everyone vote on whether to go in or not. Now we are a team. To go or not to go should act together. 17 people in the room voted one. Majority rule. And the hunters were gathered face to face. Signals were exchanged. Some hunters are hesitant. Some hunters have already made a choice in their hearts. Just as the other hunters hesitated, Lao Pu and Kim Sang-shik decided to vote at the same time. There may be advanced magic spar in here, get a few, and get rich. Jo-hee said that her strength is too weak. I don't want to go in this time. And pretty soon, all 16 people in the room voted. It's exactly 8. 8. At this time, Mr. Song Chi-yul looked at Sung Jin-woo and asked, Jin-woo, it's just you. To go or not to go? Your vote decides everything. Sung Jin-woo held the magic crystal tightly in his hand. I have no deposit left. My sister is going to college soon and mom is in the hospital. These all require money. For family, I have to try hard. I've decided. I also went there about a dozen years ago. All of a sudden, portals appeared in cities around the world. These portals connect this world with other dimensions. At the same time, many people around the world are also starting to wake up physically. Their bodies are endowed with different powers. These people are called hunters. Their job is to clean up the monsters in the teleportation channel. The male protagonist Sung Jin-woo also became a hunter at this time, but his awakening power is very weak. Although it is also a little better than ordinary people, the strength of him, who is only level 1, is very different from that of other hunters. Speaking of Jin-woo, last time they set off for another entrance of the passage. On the way, Jin-woo asked Jo-hee if she would be unhappy. He didn't want to go in, but he was dragged in because he voted yes. This is really naive. Which pot can't be opened? Dare to ask him if he will be unhappy. Jo-hee can't wait to overtake him on the spot now. Are you floating and don't know what your last name is? I finally helped you heal your wounds. Who doesn't know that the magical beasts in this double dungeon are more terrifying? You have to be brave to say goodbye and pull me in. Sung Jin-woo thought yes. If it weren't for Jo-hee being here, I guess I will also be hospitalized this time. Jo-hee also saw Sung Jin-woo's helplessness at this time. He turned around and said that he would invite him to dinner as compensation after going out. Seeing that Jin-woo was stunned and did not speak, Jo-hee asked again, "Why? Don't you want to eat with me?" With a door like this. Kim Song-sik and Lao Pu looked at the door and felt that it was very unusual inside, but you can't come back empty-handed. Saying that, Captain Mr. Problings, Song Chi-yul went over and prepared to push the door open with his hands. I didn't expect this door to be opened so easily, and everybody walks into the room. There was a white flame on the columns on either side of the room, surrounded by stone statues holding weapons and musical instruments. In the middle of the room sat a huge stone statue. It feels like an ancient palace. The stone statue in the middle looks more than 10 meters high, and with his eyes open, he looked very solemn and terrifying in front of him. Sung Jin-woo asked, "Do you feel that these stone statues seem to be staring at us?" "Captain Mr." Song Chi-yul said that these are just ordinary stone statues, telling Sung Jin-woo not to scare himself. The commoner hunters discovered a stone statue with strange inscriptions. Engraved on it is, "As you kiss, the content is the law of the Temple of Katnon. First, worship God. Second, praise God. Third, prove your beliefs. Those who violate this law will die." Suddenly, Jo-hee seemed to be frightened by something. She grabbed Sung Jin-woo's clothes and said, "Take a look at the largest stone statue. His eyes just moved. It's like he's looking at us." Sung Jin-woo looked at the stone statue and found nothing. He asked Jo-hee if she read it wrong. At this time, Sung Jin-woo also felt that something was wrong. It's suddenly terribly quiet around here. Just then, the door suddenly closed automatically, and everyone was also taken aback by this sudden situation. One of the tall hunters walked through the crowd. "I shouldn't have come to this damn place in the first place. I'm going out now. What is the ultimate treasure? You can find it yourself." He walked to the exit and was about to open the door. Suddenly, he heard the sound of weapons rubbing, and a figure appeared. "Get away from that door!" Captain Mr. Song Chi-yul shouted loudly, but it's too late. The record in the hands of the stone statue at the door had already been waved. I saw the hunter sitting on the ground with his hand holding the knocker, but his head is gone. He died when the statue seemed to be conscious. After seeing that the hunter lost his breath of life, he actually retracted his record and stood there upright. And everybody else was horrified. What's going on here? How do these stone statues move? Are we going to fight these terrifying stone statues? Sung Jin-woo was so scared that he stayed where he was. Then he suddenly remembered what Jo-hee had just said. Jo-hee said just now that his eyes move. If this is true, that means the largest stone statue here is the scariest. Sung Jin-woo looked behind in horror. The eyes of the statue were glowing at him. What exactly happened? Sung Jin-woo and the other hunters collectively bowed down to the giant stone statue, but they still can't escape the pursuit of the stone statue. Last time there was a tall hunter trying to get out of the room, but he was killed by the stone statue at the door the moment he touched the door. Sung Jin-woo also noticed that the giant stone statue behind him was looking at them. He looked at the giant stone statue with confidence. The ground level hunter was killed in one hit just now, but obviously this is just an underground city at the ends of the earth. Why did such a powerful monster suddenly appear now? Suddenly, the giant stone statue's eyes lit up. "Not good!" Sung Jin-woo immediately shouted to the other team members to get down. Then he saw the giant stone statue shoot a golden light from its eyes. Sung Jin-woo quickly pulled Jo-hee to the ground. The golden light flew past them, and danger hit them, but others are not so lucky. All the places hit by the attack have disappeared. After the attack dissipates, when they came to their senses, they realized that several team members had been killed and injured. At this time, Jo-hee was also frightened and lay on the ground, shaking all the time. At this time, Captain Mr. Song Chi-yul shouted loudly that everyone should not stand up. Just squat like this and he won't attack. The hunters were scared. If it wasn't for Sung Jin-woo shouting just now, I guess everyone is dead. At this time, Mr. Song Chi-yul walked over to Sung Jin-woo and asked him to take good care of Jo-hee. Although she is a B-level healer, she is so easily dominated by fear, so she can only participate in these low-level group battles. Uncle Song then asked Sung Jin-woo how he found out that the stone statue was about to attack. "All those who heard your words survived," Sung Jin-woo said he was not very clear either. I just shouted because I felt it was dangerous. At this time, Sung Jin-woo found that Mr. Song Chi-yul was missing an arm. Uncle Song, what's wrong with your hand? Mr. Song Chi-yul said he can hold on and ask Sung Jin-woo to help stop the bleeding and bandage it. Uncle Song asked Sung Jin-woo what grade this stone statue was. Sung Jin-woo said that he had never participated in a group battle above the prefecture level and did not know. Then Mr. Song Chi-yul said that although he had participated in the B-class team battle, there was no monster there that can achieve 1 kill. Maybe we'll explain it today. Here, to achieve 1 kill against ground level hunters, at least it has to be above the limit. But this giant was clearly more terrifying than the others. Maybe he's riding a horse. The god described in the Caternon law we just saw should be this guy. It seems that if we want to go out, we must first understand this law. Otherwise, everyone present will be killed by him. At first, I thought the battle would end soon, so I only brought in 3 healers. Unexpectedly, one of them was affected by the attack, and even the body was not left behind. The other one was also scared like this. Can't count on it at all. It was the first time Johi, a B-level healer, had encountered such a crisis. I don't think I can use healing now. The players are almost in a state of emotional breakdown right now. It's a dead end. Although it is difficult, now we can only stabilize the scene and study how to escape. Uncle Song is right. Now we need to stabilize. If we move, these statues may attack. Even if you dodge the attack and reach the door, there is still a stone statue guarding the door. There's no way they're going to let us out of here. Just then, a hunter suddenly jumped out of nowhere. I'm going to sign a contract with a large union in a few days. You can't die in this hellish place. When Mr. Song Chi-yul found out, he quickly shouted at him, "What are you doing? You can't get out like this. Don't be impulsive." But this man doesn't listen at all. He is very confident in his speed. Even in senior teams, they won't fall behind, and I'm ready to go out as fast as I can. Just as the hunter rushed away from the door, the giant stone statue's eyes lit up again. Immediately after, golden light illuminated the entire room. When they saw the hunter, he was down to 2 feet. The rest of his body was reduced to ashes by the golden light. It was horrific. Everyone else closed their eyes and didn't dare to look directly. Damn, these stone statues trying to kill us is as easy as stepping on a bug. You can kill me at any time, but why didn't they do that? If you put it in the door, you will launch an attack. The stone statue of the gatekeeper will emit light when you move it. Killing but not killing is the rule. Their attacks follow certain rules. That's right, it must be the law of this Caternon. What is the first rule on Uncle Song's stone tablet? The first is to worship God. Mr. Song Chi-yul responded, "Worship God, then I understand." Saying that, Sung Jin-woo is ready to stand up. Seeing this, Mr. Ram, Song Chi-yul quickly asked him what he wanted to do. Suddenly, the statue's eyes glowed and hummed. Sung Jin-woo, who had just stood up, was so frightened that he quickly squatted down. It seems that when he reaches a certain height, he will launch an attack. But I already know what the first rule means. And Sung Jin-woo calls out to the others, "Everybody get on your knees." Kim Sang-shik and the others didn't understand what Sung Jin-woo meant after hearing it. "Jin-woo, are you sure you're right? Why should we kneel before them?" At this time, Mr. Song Chi-yul also asked Sung Jin-woo if he had found anything. Yes, as soon as we get up and reach a certain height, he will attack. Instead, we lean over and he doesn't react. The so-called worship of God is what he literally means. To bow down and worship him, then the hunters all bow down to the statue. Kim Sang-shik wondered if it would work in this strange way. This is the first time I've been doing this for so long, and I still have to kneel and worship Mo Sho. They just kneel quietly like this. A few minutes passed, and no movement was seen from the statue. Just when everyone thought it would work, the idol actually showed a weird smile. That weird and perverted smiling face seemed to be enjoying everything that was happening now. At this time, Sung Jin-woo and the others also discovered the god statue. How did his expression change? What's the situation? Lao Pu also looked up at the statue. Although his expression changed, he did not attack. Kim Sang-shik said that he shouldn't have any tricks, right? Suddenly, there was a humming in the room. Gravel falls overhead. Everyone also felt the whole room shaking. I saw the giant feet of the statue stomping heavily on the ground. Everyone looked up. "What's going on here? Didn't you stop attacking? Why did he stand up?" Look at that tall and terrifying statue.